I don't feel like doing anything today. I'll just start tomorrow. One day isn't going to make a big difference, right? I'm just feeling really overwhelmed right now and I don't even know where to start. Have you ever caught yourself saying one of these statements or one like it before? The odds are you have, because honestly, we've all done it. Those moments where we lack motivation is something we experience way more often than any of us probably care to admit. But the question is, do you want to let those moments slow you down or worse, completely ruin your life? What if I told you there's a way for you to generate consistent motivation so you no longer lose momentum and you can actually tap into that source of motivation anytime you wished? Today, I'll be sharing a tool with you that does just that. It's a total game changer, a tool that creates consistent motivation and reignites the fire when it begins to burn out. My name is Jesse Hawkins. Now let's get into it. For years, I've experienced days when I'd feel unstoppable, ready to take on the world, crush the day, and achieve my dreams no matter what hurdles would come my way. But then a few days later, that same drive just wasn't there anymore. It was like the wind got knocked out of my sails and I'd honestly feel embarrassed, or like I didn't deserve to achieve my goals because I didn't have that same drive or excitement every single day. I felt like I was failing because I didn't feel locked in and motivated as soon as I woke up. I thought that was how I was supposed to feel if I truly wanted something. But then I realized that all people experience this, especially when we're starting something new. When we start something new, it always seems exciting. Just like a new job or a new relationship, it's the honeymoon phase. But over time, we're hit with the reality of time, change, difficulties, and the effort it will take to actually see things through. The ones who actually do achieve their goals are the ones that learn how to create consistent motivation at will. That's actually something that's very critical for us to understand about motivation. It's not just something we wake up with one day and lose the next. Motivation isn't some random emotion that decides to show up when it feels like it. Most people never realize that it's something they have complete control over and get to create every single day. Some days, it's definitely easier than others. And that's why I'm about to share with you this tool that will help generate motivation at will. For those days that start off with a little bit more resistance than others. For those days where we have a little bit less self-confidence. This tool is designed to add rocket fuel to your motivation when the flames feel like they're beginning to fade. Before I share that tool, we need to set the record straight on what motivation is and what motivation isn't. Now, as I mentioned, a lot of people think motivation is this inconsistent feeling. We hear people say it all the time. I don't feel motivated. But the truth is, motivation isn't even a feeling. Yes, it's heavily influenced by how we feel, and it can affect our emotions, but it's not an emotion itself. Motivation is defined as the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way. However, we use the term in a slightly broader sense that does actually address our emotional state. To understand that usage, I like to break motivation down into two parts to understand how our motives and our emotions work together. So we have our motives and we have inspiration. As I mentioned, a motive is a reason, the why we have for what we are or will do. It's the outcome we're aiming for. Inspiration is the internal spark, the energy and emotion that drives us to take action and create those results that we're looking for. When we decide to do anything, we need a strong enough motive to actually push us through the hard tasks ahead. But we also need to trigger that inspiration and provoke those emotions for a creative spark to stay locked in and create those results. To figure out your true powerful motives that will keep you on track, try asking yourself, what's your reason behind your reasons? The best motives are usually not surface level, and they're tied to something meaningful, something connected to our values or our existence, and often stir up very strong emotions. If you want to learn how to uncover your strong motives, check out my other video that should be popping up on screen right now, where I break this down even further. Now, let's address what most people mean when they say they're not motivated. They're talking about that feeling, that inspiration that gets you excited to take action right away. And that's where this tool I'm about to share with you comes in. If learning how to create consistent motivation is something you're looking for, something you're ready for, and if you're finding this information interesting and helpful thus far, let me know by hitting the like button, and let's keep moving forward. So, how do we generate that internal drive and stay motivated? I use what I call RISRS, a simple system to make sure that the emotion needed for motivation is always within reach. RISRS stands for references, inspiration, self-acknowledgement, rewards, and small goals. Let's check out references first. So essentially, you want to deposit your wins and achievements into a bank so you can refer to them when your confidence needs a little boost. Now, some people may be able to store them in a mental bank, but I really suggest physically writing them down or recording them on your phone. Either way, keep track of the times when you had to push through and you were able to make things happen. These moments will remind you of your resourcefulness and your capability when self-doubt tries to creep in and ruin your motivation. Remember the times when you stayed up all night, grinding it out on that paper for school, or when you crushed the interview to land your dream job, or maybe the day you dragged yourself to the gym and got in the best workout of your life, even though you didn't even feel like going in the first place. Remember how those moments made you feel and the confidence you built in those moments. Keep these memories close and refer to them as often as you need to. They are essentially our evidence that you can persevere through the hard times. Next up, we have inspiration. You want to surround yourself with things that get you pumped up. Things like songs, podcasts, movies, speeches, or whatever moves you personally. I typically like to keep a playlist of motivational speeches on YouTube and Spotify. I have motivational quotes that I recite around my bathroom, and I keep a picture of my family with affirmations on my phone that seems to get me in the right headspace whenever I need that lift. When I have time, there's also nothing like watching a really good movie that inspires me. Some of my go-tos are Rocky and Coach Carter, just to give myself a little bit more juice. So what you want to do is try and fill up your bedroom, your car, phone, and any other space where you spend a lot of time with inspiration, so it's always there to lift you up when you need it. And you want to make sure to intentionally interact with them as often as possible, because the worst thing that can happen is that they fall into the background and it becomes something else you just ignore. Then we get to practice a little self-acknowledgement. You got to believe in yourself before anyone else will. You need to be your biggest fan. You need to be your biggest hype man or woman. So what you want to do is acknowledge all of your wins. Take a look in the mirror and tell yourself, good job. Give yourself a let's go. You got this on a regular basis. The biggest mistake you can make is to wait around for some external recognition or going to search for it on social media or somewhere online. Give it to yourself on a regular basis. It may seem weird or feel off at first, but I'm telling you, when you get a moment alone at home, in your car, or wherever you feel comfortable, go crazy and see how good it feels. Next, we get to set up a reward system to keep ourselves excited about hitting more milestones. We all have some sort of reward that we're looking forward to or hoping that we'll receive when we achieve our goals. So to make sure we're not waiting around for months and years, which may be pushing the limits of our patience, let's create a system to achieve rewards a little bit more frequently. But also, let's be smart about this. Don't go and set up a reward system that pushes you away from your goals. For example, if you have a fitness goal and you want to lose weight, don't make your reward a cheat meal. What you're doing is essentially establishing a character trait for cheating on your health and pushing yourself backwards after all your hard work. Instead, treat yourself to some new gear or something that enhances your progress and excites you. Your reward should 100% match the goals you're working toward. So, if you have a financial goal to get out of debt and become more financially stable, your reward can be to invest into a stock that you've been eyeballing, or some type of passive income opportunity that will get you closer to your financial freedom. Don't go to Amazon or Target and fill up the shopping cart, all right? And finally, small goals. Break down your big goals into small, bite-sized chunks. Big goals come with delayed gratification, which can create a feeling like you're not making progress and actually demotivate you. Winning, even on a small scale, fuels your motivation. So try knocking out smaller milestones every week, month, or quarter to keep that momentum going. These small wins will actually feed back into your complete system, creating more references, more inspiration, more opportunities for self-acknowledgement, and a chance for you to earn more rewards. Small goals fuels the whole process of creating motivation. And here's actually a bonus tip for you. Move your body more. Our minds, bodies, and emotions are all connected. So physical movement can help shift your mindset and uplift your emotions. We see athletes do this before games, speakers do it before speeches, and many successful people do some form of physical movement every day before they jump into their daily task. So go ahead and head over to the gym. Go for a walk, hit some squats or some push-ups, and change your physical state to hack your mindset and emotions to align with a motivated and excited state. By uncovering your strong motives and igniting your emotions with RISRS, you'll have a blueprint for creating endless motivation. This system has honestly helped me crush 4 a.m. workouts consistently for years. It's helped me become more financially responsible, be a better father, better husband, and has helped me to focus on improving my relationship with my creator. And I know it will do the same for you. Now tell me, what stood out to you most in this video? What aha or light bulb moments did you have while watching? Share those with me in the comments along with your personal thoughts. I love to hear which part of the system you're excited to start using and what you think about this information overall. I'm definitely excited to learn more from you and continue to grow with you on this journey. Before you go, don't forget to like and save this video, as well as subscribe to the channel for more valuable tools and information to improve your life and achieve your goals. Go take advantage of all the opportunity life gives you to grow and have a victorious day. Peace.